I have officially started law school, so I am now full-time at university. I'm not part-time whilst being a mother, or part-time studying law whilst I'm working, which I did a year ago. I'm now a full-time university student, whilst being a mother, whilst doing all my social media. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. I'm going to put that on. That's actually my School of Law Facebook group, and it keeps going and it does not stop. So yeah, I'm now a full-time student, which feels really weird. I'm 23, I'm 24 this year, and I'm a full-time student, but it was just the right time for me. Monday to Friday, and obviously all the studying like on the weekend and in between. I'm a mother and I do my social media. So yeah, my life at the moment, I'm not gonna lie, I have to literally juggle and balance everything. Like when Noah is at nursery, I'm studying, or I'm filming my YouTube video, or I'm doing my social media, and I just love it. Like life is, I'm not gonna lie, like crazy, and it can be really stressful at times. And there are moments where I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? Why am I a full-time student whilst being a mum? It's so rewarding, and it's the best decision that I've made. I really want to get a degree. I love law. I love studying law. If anyone's wondering why I'm doing law, it's just because I'm really interested in it. It gives me security. A big thing for me is my son can grow up. He's got a mum that's been to university, has been through it, and there's just security there. I am actually interested in going into the world of law, and I'd love to experience it and just say that I've been a solicitor, I've been a lawyer of some sort, or even just work from home and be like a law advisor. Most importantly, I love the subject law, and I just really want to get a degree. It means a lot to me, and for Noah as well. I just want to be a really good role model for him. But most importantly, I really enjoy it. But one thing I will say is, and that's the reason why I made this video, is because a lot of you guys have kind of been messaging me, asking me, can you do a video on like juggling work, being a mum, and also going to university. I believe that you can be a student at any age. I don't think there are any limits. I feel like in society, in media, and we've kind of been brainwashed to kind of go to school, go to college, go to university. That's English form, but I know in America it's college is university. Oh, it confuses me. I was talking to one of my American friends the other day, and she was explaining to me kind of what college is, what university was, and I was like, okay, we need to stop because my brain is numb from trying to figure it all out. I believe you can do it at any age, and I don't believe that there is a limit. I don't believe that you have to do it in any particular order. Obviously, you have to get certain qualifications to get on a degree, but I'm saying, you know, you shouldn't be scared or worried about doing it, especially if you're a mum. I feel like I want to be a role model for all mums out there that want to study and kind of just get an education. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't believe you have to have your career sorted, have everything planned out and ready, and you know, when are you ever going to be ready? When is it ever going to be the right time? You know, I like kind of believing in this, and I feel like my life has kind of panned out exactly how it was meant to. I was meant to have Noah, I was meant to go to university. It's just the way it is, and I feel like it's the best thing for me. There are a few things I have to do to stay organised, to stay motivated, to get shit done, basically. Like being a law student, and you know, this goes for any student, and this can also be related to if you're, you know, working full-time whilst being a mum, or you're working from home being a mum, or, you know, I don't want to put it in a category and say if you're a full-time student and a mum. I want to say this for anything. I think if you're juggling things, there are certain things you can do to help you, and there's certain things that I have to do. Like, I have to do them, otherwise my head's everywhere, I'm not organised, you know, I'm putting Noah to bed, and on my mind I've got that I just haven't done, you know, some law work today. It's just not a good thing. It's not good for the brain. So I think following certain steps on a day-to-day basis really helps me stay organised, stay focused on my studying, and be able to be a mother at the same time, and also grow my social media, which is what I'm trying to do, and it is not easy. So the first thing I would say is be organised. I feel like one thing I've had to become in the last year, more than I've ever been, and I don't even think I never used to be organised. You have to be organised to be able to juggle, you know. I feel like I'm juggling a million things in my life right now, but I'm doing it and it is doable, but you have to be organised. I have to be organised. A good tip is maybe get a diary. Written diary is so good, just to have it on your desk. I feel like we live in an age now where it's all kind of digital and online on our phones, but actually I sometimes like having things written down. I feel like it almost takes it from my mind, and I like having it on paper so I can kind of see it, and I feel like writing it down helps me as well. It's quite therapeutic knowing that I'm actually writing it. So get like a paper, not a paper, but like an actual diary that you can hold in your hand. Just have it on your desk, even if you don't take it with you, you know, wherever you're going, to uni, to college, or to school, or to work. Just have it there. Maybe some days take it with you if you feel like you've got a busy week, but having it on my desk is really, really helpful, and I've got mine in the other room. But I must say I do use my phone diary more than I use my actual diary. And if you want to get a really cute diary, Paper Chase is amazing. They do some really cool diaries. I feel like I've said diary about a million times. And also, like I said, I prefer having like a diary on my phone. So I've got literally the calendar. I meant calendar kind of diary. If you guys don't know, which most of you probably do, I've got an iPhone, and you just go and click on the date. You can actually add like a new event. And for me, that's so great, and you can put the time that it is, and what it will do is it will set a reminder for you. You don't have to be reminded, but normally it just pops up on your phone like a day before, or if that's the next event coming up, it will just pop up on your phone. And that's literally a lifesaver for me, because when I'm trying to remember a million things, like, oh, I've got an essay in on that day, Noah's got to go to the dentist on that day, then he's got to get his jabs, and then I have got an event that I've been invited to from YouTube. So there's like a million things, so I love having it on my phone. My phone's always with me, unfortunately. We just live in an age where my phone is just always with me. I must say I'm probably addicted to my phone, but having it on there and it popping up is just so easy. So yeah, I'd really suggest that. Another thing I would say is, I feel like if I can do a workout or do some kind of exercise at the very beginning of my day before anything, or try and do it before most things, then it kind of sets me up for the day. Exercise is such a good thing for helping your brain. I've been to the gym today, and I didn't go for a few days because it was the time of the month. Sorry I had to say that. But yeah, so when it's those days where it's really bad, I don't feel like going in the gym, so I will allow myself to have like a couple of days off. But if you can do some exercise, even if it's a run, or you just go on a stepper for like 10 minutes, or if you want to go mad and do like an hour's workout, then do it. It's so helpful, and for me it kind of just sets me up for the day. I feel so much more stable, more settled, my brain can think properly. So yeah, exercise for me is such a good one when I'm trying to stay organised, and I've got a million things on my brain. Also, drink water, stay healthy. You need to give your body energy. Your body needs water. If you start kind of not feeding your body what it needs, by midday, you're just going to feel drained. So when you're trying to remember a million things and balance certain times and dates and stay organised, eating right and drink lots of water. I swear I say that in every video, like, be healthy, drink lots of water. It's so important, but it really does help the brain. I'm a really big overthinker, so I tend to, and I must admit I do this quite a lot. Like, I did this today. I'm like, okay, I've got this and this coming up, I've got to do this and this, and then I kind of start overthinking it rather than actually just being practical and being like, okay, right, what should I do first? I kind of think, oh, I've got loads to do, and then I'll sit there and then I think to myself, well, if I just did it rather than sitting there thinking about it and worrying about it and then stressing about it, then it kind of would have been done by now. I probably would have got half of it done. So yeah, I overthink, I overanalyze. I think as soon as you start thinking that and knowing that your head's doing that, just stop. I like to breathe in and then breathe out. Breathe in from my nose, out from my mouth. I know it seems a bit extreme, but it really helps. And then just let all the stress go, and then I'm like, okay, right, where am I going to start? Let's get this shit done. And just try not to worry. Like, if you worry about things that you've got to do or things coming up, it's not going to help. I know it's hard to say don't worry, but try and just control your brain and know that more to life than worrying about what we got to do. You know, life is so short, and I try my best to just not worry, just to get down to it and just don't stress. One thing I used to be really bad at is waking up late and then kind of rushing to the first event of the day or my first lecture or getting Noah to nursery. I kind of used to do that at the beginning, and now I've kind of said to myself, right, I'm going to wake up an hour earlier and I'm going to just enjoy my morning, be ready for the day, be ready to take on what I'm going to do, and kind of give myself time to think about the day ahead and like plan it in my head. I feel like when I kind of jump out of bed and I'm in a rush and, you know, I haven't kind of given myself enough time in the morning, then I feel like my whole day kind of usually kind of feels really rushed and stressed, and I feel anxious. Whereas if I give myself a good morning and give myself time to think about the day ahead, I feel like that really helps me. So getting up early, you know, if you can, like an hour earlier, it's so much helpful. And try and get an early night. I used to just go to bed really late and then wake up tired, and it's like, if I just went to bed a couple of hours earlier or even an hour earlier, when Noah goes to sleep, I try and go to sleep. So he'll go to bed about 7 to 8. So I'll give myself an hour after that to kind of rest, watch a bit of TV, get what I've got to get done, any work. And then I'll just go to bed, and I get an earlier night. I know that he might wake up in the night once or twice, so at least I know I've got a good 5-6 hours in, and that kind of, well, sleep's amazing. You need your sleep, so that for me is really important. If I feel tired or I haven't had enough sleep, it just doesn't help my mind at all. So a good night's sleep is really important. I don't know if you see me like moving my legs around. I really need a wee. Okay, I'm just gonna go for a wee and then I'm gonna be back. 1 minute. That was such a good wee. You know when you're just desperate for the loo and then you're holding it in and then you go and you're like, ah, I can breathe. Probably shouldn't have said that on YouTube, but I kind of have, so. It is what it is, guys. It's out there, okay? It's satisfying. I think it's really easy to kind of get in a rut and kind of want to give up at times, and I feel like there are times when I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered, why am I doing this? Like, not all the time, this is very rare, but like there are days and I'll just kind of be like, oh, I can't be bothered. And then I always have to remind myself of my goal. Where do I want to be? What do I want to achieve in my life? And when I remember those goals and aspirations and where I want to be in 3 years, in 2 years, in 5 years, 10 years, then that kind of brings me back down to kind of reality and makes me think, right, okay, what have I got to do to get there, and what have I got to achieve now to achieve those goals later? So that's really important for me on a daily basis when I'm balancing, you know, Noah and my uni and this and social life and social media, YouTube. So I think that's really important, just to remember your goal and why you're doing it. Like, you're not just doing it for a chore. I'm not making this video because someone's forced me to do it. I'm doing it because I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy talking to you guys. I love getting feedback from you guys and kind of giving advice and helping, and I just love it. It's just great. So that's why I've taken this hour to film this video, is because I know that you guys like watching it and you get something out of it, and I just love it. I love being on YouTube and the community, and that's why I do it. So, and where do I want to be on YouTube? Where's my goal? It's like, why am I doing a degree? Because I want to achieve that degree. I want to complete it. I want to pass. So yeah, so I always try and think of my goals, aspirations, and kind of stay positive when I have like a down day or a down time. You just bring myself up and move on. I hope that kind of helped, guys. If you've got any more questions about how I balance my crazy life and balance all the things in it, then you know, I'm happy to talk to you guys about it. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm now gonna go and pick up, what's the time? Okay, so it's 4:15. I'm now gonna go and pick up my little baby boy. Hope that you all enjoyed the video, and especially to the guys that asked me to do this video. I really hope that it was helpful, and any questions, anything at all, then do message me. And I love you all, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.